What's up, everybody? My name is Nate. Welcome to the channel. I was tagged by Dedrick. Dents in bottles. I collect a lot of fragrances. Wearing fragrances regularly is a bit of a challenge, which is kind of a weird conundrum that we're in. Collect so many fragrances, but you stop wearing the ones that you like really love. So it's kind of a double-edged sword to a certain extent, but you know, we're blessed, let's be honest. I want to start it off with just some honorable mentions. These don't have dents in them. These bottles don't have dents in them, but I went through a few of these bottles. So the first one was Acqua di Gio Profumo. And the reason I mentioned this one is because I've had almost 3 bottles of this stuff. And I've gone through every single one of the bottles. So this is an amazing fragrance. It's fresh, clean. It's got a little bit of an incense character, but it's very aquatic, marine, and just, it smells fantastic. And then my second honorable mention is Polo Red. I wore Polo Red a lot in my teenage years, and I went through 2 bottles of it. This is my 3rd bottle. And this one is kind of halfway down. So great stuff. Doesn't perform all that much, but when you first get into fragrances and you're not in this niche, you tend to just wear whatever you have. So I wore a lot of this, and this is my 3rd bottle. So I guess the dent is pretty significant. And then the 3rd honorable mention is a discontinued beast, but this is Boss Bottled Eau de Parfum Intense. And you can see the dent in that too. I love this stuff, and I actually stopped wearing this because it's discontinued. It's kind of hard to find, and it's pretty expensive on eBay. I definitely want to pick up a new bottle eventually once I get some extra cash from eBay. I know it's going to be pretty pricey, but I would love to have a second bottle of this, or just learn how to make it, honestly. That's a bunch of bull. I will never know how to make this, ever. And the last 2 I wanted to mention were Acqua di Gio, not Acqua di Gio, this is Armani Code Cologne, and Invictus Aqua. These 2 I have huge dent in, and yeah, almost halfway on both of them, or a little above half. I'll be generous here. But 2 amazing fragrances here. Cologne is an amazing fragrance, just like it's the Armani Code DNA with like this blue fresh tinge to it. It's got this like green mandarin in here, fresh, clean, but it's heavy with the tonka bean and the vanilla. It's just fantastic stuff. And then Acqua di Gio, not Aqua, what? Invictus Aqua. 2018. This is not the 2016 version that everyone raves about, but I have a pretty significant dent in this one too. And the bottle actually goes up inside there a little bit. Anyway, not a huge dent, but worth mentioning. Starting it off with Prada Man. Look at this. Prada Amber Pour Homme. This is the soapy clean fragrance. And I have another Prada here too, actually. I'll just include both Pradas. So I love Prada, and The Devil Wears Prada. So these 2 are my favorite soapy clean kind of fragrances, and you can see why I've worn a lot of these. This is a big 3.4 ounce bottle, yes. So I'm pretty much kind of almost halfway, a little bit more than half. And then Prada L'Homme, of course, a lot of people know and love and rave about Prada L'Homme. And you can see the dent in it. It's an amazing, fresh and clean, soapy fragrance that's just absolutely elegant. Good stuff. And 2, I also want to remind people that I roughly have around 300 fragrances. So I don't even know, I haven't even counted yet. But wearing this amount of fragrance when you have so many is pretty significant. Anyway, a little bit above halfway on Prada Amber Pour Homme, and then just about half on Prada L'Homme. Prada L'Homme is very powdery and neroli heavy, so if it might turn off a lot of people, but for the most part, it smells like soapy, powdery. And then this one just literally smells like a spicy bar of soap. And then jumping right ahead, this fragrance actually got me into a lot of collecting. This one was like the staple that was like collecting fragrances for me at the time. And I'm talking about Lacoste L'Homme. This is the original, the Eau de Toilette, and I'm almost like just below half on this. And I love this stuff. It's not a performance beast by any means. The main thing with this one though is the rhubarb smell. So it's got like this very citrus heavy top. It's got this green herbal just hidden in the background. It's clean, it's musky, it's fresh, and it's one of my favorites. I thought this one was so high end when I first bought it. I thought it smelled really high end. And for the price tag too, I picked my bottle up at Kohl's for 50 bucks. You can get this a lot cheaper online, but this was back in like 2018. And it's super fantastic. I think I'm actually gonna wear this today because that is so good. I'm gonna add to the Dent. Moving right ahead, YSL Eau de Parfum. This is just super good. It's appley, it's smooth. Maybe I can turn it upside down and you can see the dent. Actually, you can see the dent when I just, not really. You can see how much I've gone through of this. It's just so fantastic. It's fresh, it's clean, it's musky, it's apple smooth. There's a ginger little nuance in here that kind of like spikes it up a little bit. And then just overall, so sexy. It's very fresh and clean. And so it's very potent too. This thing performs like an animal. And the reason it does is it has a lot of aldehydes in it and it just pushes out like aggressively. This is a great work scent. Well, if you're not like up close and personal with people, maybe spray on like 2 sprays or so under your shirt. And then for a school scent, this is a great school scent, but it's just fantastic. It's pretty sweet though. So if you don't like sweetness, you might hate it. I really like it. It's nice and great stuff here. Worth checking out. I say worth checking out, but most likely everybody has it. Givenchy Gentleman Boisé. I wore this one last week and I forgot how good it was. But this one, so I have a little bit of a dent in this one. And the main reason for that is because you have to overspray it a little bit to make it like perform. But I like it a lot. Look at the dent in it. The label is blocking the, anyway. Really good stuff. It's woody, it's iris, it's cocoa, it's smooth, it's clean musk, it's robust, it's an everyday scent. You smell sophisticated with this one. But the thing I love the most about this one is that like cocoa iris combo. It's sweet and powdery. It's just, it's really good. But like I said before, it doesn't really perform all that well. So if you're looking for a beast mode everyday scent that carries through until you die, this is not going to be it. This one is more for the love of fragrance and passion of fragrance. You're gonna get not all day performance. You do get pretty good performance when you spray on your clothes. That's what I do with this one, and it works pretty well. Do you like iris? Great, get it. But if you like sweetness, that's just amazing, this is it. So I've worn a lot of this. I'm at like an angle here, so you can't really see the, anyway, it's almost just above half. Eros Flame. This stuff is robust. It's so good. It's got an excellent, stop shaking over here. It's got an excellent like citrus top, but it's sweet and it dries down into this like tonka bean vanillic mixture that's just mixing with the musk in there. It's so nice. It's very clean though. It's got a very clean musky smell, but the vanilla and the musky aspect mix so nicely in that dry down. And it's, when I was looking through my fragrances, it was actually like pretty easy to spot all the dents in my collection, but I was actually surprised at how much I've worn this, because you think that like Eros is like, you know, played out already and super played out, but I was like, man, Eros Flame, I had no idea. Anyway, this is a really good fragrance. It's, I think, one of the best in the line. And look at the bottle. I mean, come on. That's like infinity stone right there. Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, I should say. You can see the dent in that. It's almost to the point where I need to buy another bottle. Let me see if I can. It's just below, a little under half. I would say it's a little bit more than half. But yeah, I wear a lot of this stuff. This used to be my actual signature scent, and I used to wear this all the time. It is a very ex-boyfriend, I should say. Ex-boyfriend smell. This is a perfect one. It's sweet, it's smooth, it's musky, fresh, grapefruit, bergamot, just amazing stuff. The next one on this list actually came out this year, and I think that this is the one that got the most wear out of me in recent years. This is Reflections by Calvin Klein. And look at the dent in that. So I bought it this year. I bought it like maybe 5 months ago, and I've worn so much. To be fair, it's a very fresh, light scent. It's nothing like potent where you spray one spray on and you're good for the rest of your life. It's like you got to spray on maybe 6 or 7 sprays to just smell. It smells amazing in the air. You just got to spray on a lot of this, so that's probably why it has such a big dent, but it's fantastic. It's got this like ice nuance in here, and it's got some fresh ginger, and it's just super robust. I love this stuff so much. Clean, musky, and it's like ginger, lemon, a little bit of bergamot, and then this like ice, which I don't know what that ice character is. It might be a mixture of some kind of like minty vibe with some Cologne, like some aquatic stuff to give it that ice. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but it smells fantastic. Another one I bought recently this year was Tennis Club. And I bought this one this year, and I've worn so much of it, and I'm actually like wearing this one a lot to bed, and I just love the way it smells. It's got this amazing nuances in here. The main thing is you get this orange blossom kind of smell to it. Citrusy, a little bit of neroli. It honestly reminds me a lot of Porto Neroli or Neroli Portofino by Tom Ford. That kind of, you know, freshness, aquaticness, summertime, lounging about at the pool, that kind. But it's so good. It's a little pricey because this brand is a little pricey, but and I really don't think for the price tag and what you get from it, I don't think it's really worth it. But the scent character is fantastic. If I run out of this, just because I love the scent so much, I might buy another bottle, but I don't think I'm going to be running through the bottle. I think it's really fantastic. Maybe not worth the pickup though. This is Tennis Club, and I really love this stuff. I bought it like 3 months ago. I don't think I've really covered that one much on the channel. I kind of bought it and I let it sit on my shelf, and I was just wearing it, and I never thought about like sharing about it. So now you know. Dior Homme is easily, everyone probably knows my obsession with Dior Homme, but halfway down on the bottle here. And if you want something that's just easy to wear, clean, fresh, pink pepper, bergamot, cashmere, it's just, get it. The sport version, from what I know too, is also really good because it's that fresh, clean, more citrus than this one, and it's a little toned back on the whole pink pepper musky kind of thing. I don't have the sport version, but that's from what I hear, that's what it is. It's just fantastic. This is like an easy grab, easy, fresh and clean, spray it on and go. Perfect for work, school, any kind of situation. But I have a pretty big dent in this one. I don't think I'm ever gonna go through them because I'm, you know, expanding more into the fragrance reviewing, you know, niche. So I might not be able to go through any of these. So they might stay like this, they might go down a little bit, but generally, I don't think I'm going to go through any of these bottles because I have so many. I want to know from you guys, what is the fragrance that you've worn the most of, and what fragrance right now has the biggest dent in your collection? I want to know in the comments down below. I read them all. Thanks for watching the video, guys. We will see you next time.